How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger. Ah, I hope everybody's having a great day. My team just won in the NFL, so I'm loving it, and I'm having an awesome day. So yeah, you guys. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday out here in the East Coast. The DMV snowed in. Bunch of snow out here in the East Coast. Smash that like button. I'm setting up now. Smash the hell out of that like button. And we live, baby. We live, baby. A lot to talk about. A lot to talk about, you guys. A whole hell of a lot to talk about. Let's see what everybody talking about in the chat. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. For sure. Ooh. And yeah, you guys. So let me get my hat on. Turn my camera on. Not bad about this. My bad, it's taking a little while just setting up, you guys. Bear with me for a minute. Man, I even covered UFC last night, man. I went over 7 hours live streaming yesterday, you guys. 7 hours. You know? I doubt that's a record because I've done it before, but that's over 7.5 hours of live streams yesterday. Who putting in more work than me, man? Come on, man. Get with it, man. Best YouTube channel in boxing. Oh, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing. You already know. And yeah, man, I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. And let's get straight to it, you guys. Here we go. See what you guys talking about in the chat. Lawrence Williams says, how did the Tholani do against Vasquez? Well, he actually beat Vasquez and stopped Vasquez. So he stopped him. He did really well. I was impressed. And yeah, man, I was very, very impressed. 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 And it was like, it was just due, man. I think Tholani's definitely coming out in the rankings. He's the IBO champion, and next possibly could be at a WBO shot against Terrence Crawford. Maybe go that route. They said they will be fighting in the US next. So they're gonna take a trip over here to the USA, man. So I can't wait to see him. I hope he does it on the East Coast so I can cover it. And yeah, man. Shout out to Tholani, man. I'm gonna get that interview. Hopefully, I get that interview today sometime. I know their time is different right now. I think it might be 10 o'clock at night right now over there. I'm not sure, but I know it's different. Beatrice B says, yes, sir. Lomo gotta redeem his reputation. Gotta redeem his reputation. That's another thing I want to ask you guys. How do you guys think Lomachenko did last night? Do you guys think Lomachenko looked vulnerable? Or do you guys think Lomachenko was the goods? I mean, let's be honest, you guys. I mean, it was, kind of a tough fight. I mean, I'm going to be honest. He got a lot of bumps and bruises on his face, which is normal. I'm not taking anything from him, but, at the same time, I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to tell you guys straight up, man. I truly think that Lomachenko looked vulnerable. Like, honestly, he getting a little older in age, Lomachenko isn't any spring chicken anymore. And I think that, if Gervonta Davis is if he waits another year, if he definitely waits another 2 years, he'll definitely catch Lomachenko at the right time, just like Triple G and Canelo. Canelo caught Triple G at the right time. You know, the first fight I think Triple G possibly could have got by, but the second fight I think Canelo, you know, made it a lot closer, and you know, possibly got that win, man. But now Lomachenko is the unified champion, you guys, at lightweight. So you know, he's looking pretty good right now, man. I'm really happy on you know, Lomachenko's success at lightweight. And you know, people still talk about the blemish that he has against Salido, man. That's a loss. You know, a lot of people say, well, he didn't lose a fight, it was a tight fight and all this and all that. He lost the fight, man. Obviously, Salido came in there overweight and all this and all, you know, all these advantages for him. Yeah. But at the end of the day, those are just excuses. You know, he lost the fight. He did not have to take that Salido fight. I think he learned a lot from it, but I think that Salido fight took a lot out of him as well. That body attack that Salido hit Lomachenko with slowed him down in that fight. You know, breaking down the Pedraza versus Lomachenko fight, you guys. You know, Pedraza had his moments. You know, Pedraza definitely had his moments. You know, and looked pretty good doing it. You know, right now I believe Lomachenko is 30 years old. So you know, if you know he's all, I truly think Gervonta Davis is on the incline, and I truly think that Lomachenko is on a very slow decline. And I'm being honest, you know, Usyk is my #1 pound for pound fight in the world. He trains with them. I think they have a dream team over there right now. But I think the right fighter can catch Lomachenko, man. I really do. I really truly do. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button, you guys. We only got 3 likes. Come on, man. You know, it's about 12, you know, a couple people in here, man. Come on, man. Show some love, you guys. You know, hit that like button for me. With that being said, you know, I'm gonna read the chat, man. See what you guys got to say, man. Dietrich B says, that's a fact, bro. You putting in major work. Oh, man, thanks so much, man. Lawrence Williams says, good stuff. Yeah, I went live for the Tholani, the Tholani being fight, Lawrence Williams. I went live. I did like a 45 minutes to an hour live stream on exclusively on his fight. So I did live commentary. If you want to go check that out, it's definitely in the vault. Armando says, my Chiefs won today in a crazy ass game, and I'm happy today. Also, I want to see Kell Brook versus Crawford. My Miami Dolphins won today, dog. They beat the Patriots. Let's go. The hell with Tom Brady, man. We won today, you know. We got it on some wild shit, but we won, you know. Armando says, people are giving Kell Brook a lot of slack because of his last performance. People tend to forget after Kell schooled Sean Porter, he went on to look bad his next fight. Yeah, I mean, you know, fighters have waves and stuff like that. And I truly think that Kell Brook was just getting his feet back. You know, I really do. I think he was just getting his feet back. And you know, I do think he beat Kell. I do think he beat Sean Porter. I think that was I truly think that win against Sean Porter was the right call. You know, I think he beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter has an ugly mugging style, and it's hard to score for any judge. You know, Life is Golden says, yeah, his face didn't look that Matrix. No, it didn't, man. Lomachenko got touched up last night, you guys. Lomachenko definitely got touched up last night, you guys. It wasn't an easy win, man, and it was one of those type of situations, you guys, where it was like it was really, I mean, my personal opinion is I think he showed holes. What do you guys think about the Matrix, aka Lomachenko, Vasyl Lomachenko? DJB says Lomo looked good, but yes, definitely vulnerable. Like all fighters, he will get that work very soon. I truly agree with you on that. Armando says Lomo didn't use his right hand. I had it 8-4 or 118 or 110 for Lomo. Yeah, I mean, after those knockdowns, man, it was a lot closer than what I mean. It was a lot wider margin than what I had it leading up to those knockdowns. Leading up to those knockdowns, I might have had Lomo up by 2 or 3 rounds, but after those knockdowns, it just blew it out the water. Being scored, you had to score those 2 knockdowns. I think that was what you could score that a 7-10 round. So that's 2 points. That's 3 points off the top right there. But like I said, man, I really truly think that Vasyl Lomachenko, man, I truly think that he's on a decline. And I'm not trying to come at him, man, but I got to call spade a spade. I truly think that Vasyl Lomachenko is on a decline, a slow decline. Let me please, let me clarify what I'm talking about when I mean decline. I mean decline meaning he's 30 years old, he's a smaller fighter, and he's moving up weight classes. This dude is not a natural 135 pounder. Vasyl Lomachenko is a small guy, small in stature, small in size. Mikey Garcia would thrash Vasyl Lomachenko, and I've been saying that. So don't all you new guys come over here and say, oh, well, I think the same thing, Corey, after that performance. No, I've seen holes in Lomachenko's game just like in any other boxer. I've seen holes in Lomachenko's game before this fight tonight or last night, the Pedraza fight, And with that being said, you guys, I mean, I truly think that Mikey Garcia will be able to cut the ring off better, has a hell of a lot better footwork than Pedraza does. And I just think Mikey Garcia is an all-around better fighter than anybody that Vasyl Lomachenko has gotten in the ring with, even Gary Russell Jr. Vasyl Lomachenko got in the ring with Gary Russell Jr. I think that was a very close fight. I do think that, Vasyl Lomachenko won that fight. But at the end of the day, man, Vasyl Lomachenko, for his record, to only have 11 fights or, 11 or 12 fights, dude, he's got some really good names on his resume. Nicholas Walters, Jason Sosa, Gary Russell Jr., Jorge Linares, Pedraza. I mean, dude, he's got some good names on his resume, so his pound for pound rankings is justifiable, but at the same time, AD says, big up Corey Lee. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Combo Breaker. Shout out to Erwin Hearn. Life is golden. Everybody in the chat, smash the hell out of that like button, man. Yeah, man. So, okay. Armando says, Lomo bruises easy, just like Triple G. Like my dude, Brandon Rios goes into wars or gets lit up like a punching bag and comes out clean. Some fighters bruise easy. Yeah, but I'm not going to say that, though, man, because I've seen other Lomachenko fights. I've been covering Lomachenko for a long time, okay, since he turned professional for his professional debut, and I truly think that his face has not he's got into a couple, back and forth brawls with fighters, but Lomachenko face last night looked like he got into a war. Straight up, man. I'm not overhyping this shit. It is what it is. Yes, he took care of Jose Pedraza. Did he look good doing it? It depends on who you ask. If you asking me, did he look good doing that? Like I said, I'll give Vasyl Lomachenko a B-. He's definitely in the B category, but to give Lomachenko an A+, dude, pass the blunt, man. Somebody rolled you the completely wrong blunt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest, man. I really truly think that Vasyl Lomachenko has holes, and I think that, Mikey Garcia will exploit those in his boxing game. Mikey Garcia is a very, very, a lot of people say Mikey Garcia is standard. He doesn't have a whole lot of flashy, he doesn't have, all of the pizzazz like Lomachenko does when he goes like this, like he's a matador and all of this. Like, he doesn't do that. Mikey Garcia doesn't do that. But what he does do, the little things that Mikey Garcia does good, he does them really good. Okay. And he stays to his game plan. If he studied you like his dad, Big G does, and his brother Robert Garcia does, he has two arguably the best trainers in the world of boxing in his corner. You know, Earl Spence is gonna have his hands full against, you know, little old Mikey Garcia, man. Straight up. You know, D Nizzle says Tank would cook him. Hey man, I can't hate it. I can't hate you on that, dog. For real. Seeing what I just seen, dog, with Vasyl Lomachenko, him getting touched up like that, dude. There was some middle rounds that Pedraza was winning, man. He was winning them. You know, he was just straight up winning those rounds, man. Straight up. There ain't no two ways about it. He was winning those rounds, you know. He was winning them, you know. And I mean, I truly think that you know, with him winning those rounds like that, you know, I really think that it looked good for him. You know, I think it looked good for him, man. For real. I really do. I really truly do, man. And you know, Lomachenko is one of those type of fighters. They call him the Matrix, so it's hard to look good against Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, it's hard to look good against Vasyl Lomachenko, straight up. Ain't no two ways you cut it. You know, it is what it is, you know. Vasyl Lomachenko is not no easy fighter, man. You know, so when Jose Pedraza exploited some of those holes, man, and if it wasn't for those two knockdowns, obviously Vasyl Lomachenko was doing better like later in rounds, because let's be honest, Pedraza fades late, you know. That's been the kick on him. That's been the knock on him. Everybody knows it. And, you know, I truly think that that played dividends into this fight again. You know, I think that he started fading. Early in the fight, dude, I had it 4-4 at one point in the fight. Okay? I had it 4-4 going into the 9th round. 4-4. And a lot of people in the chat had it a draw as well going into the 9th round. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, it's one of those type of situations, you guys, where you got to understand what you're looking at when you're looking at boxing, man. You can't be a fanboy, you know, oh, man, Vasyl Lomachenko is the next best thing, you know, since Muhammad Ali. You know, he's the best. Nobody can beat him. You know, I got it 8-0, you know. You can't think like that, man. You got to take your, you know, like even when Usyk's fighting, dude. Usyk was losing some of those rounds against Bellew. I had to admit that. You know? Stop being fanboys, man. Golly, man. You know, Tank would do some damage against Lomachenko. Tank is a thudding, powerful motherfucker, man. Excuse my French. I mean, he's powerful. You know? Lomachenko ain't never been in the ring with anybody near the power of a Gervonta Davis. Let that be known right now, okay? But if you can't hit somebody with that power, that's null and void. That means that's no good, you know? So you got to be able to hit Vasyl Lomachenko for one. For two, you got to be able to outsmart him and outthink him, you know? And for three, where's the fight happening at? Is the fight happening on ESPN? Because just like last night, when I was saying last night and I went live, Jose Pedraza got shitted on last night, man. By Stephen A. Smith, Andre Ward, the whole telecast shitted on Jose Pedraza, okay? And even the cameramans did. He got no airplay in between rounds. It was all Lomachenko's highlights. Everything was Lomachenko. You know, the whole freaking night last night was about Lomachenko on the ESPN card. You know, shout out to Teofimo Lopez. I'm gonna get to him in a minute too, man. I think he's a real threat at 135. The way he knocking out dudes like that, yeah, he got power too. You know, and these young boys that are coming up, they probably didn't even hit their man strength yet, and they knocking dudes completely senseless. You know, I'm telling you, man. Vasyl Lomachenko is a good fighter. He's a great fighter. You know, he's a great fighter. But like the saying goes, Father Time waits on no man. Let's get that understood right now. Father Time waits on no man. Okay? Vasyl Lomachenko is 30 years old. Over 400 fights. This dude's body has been through training camp after training camp. And then he just got over shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery. I think that's another reason why he didn't look good last night. I don't think he trusts that shoulder 100% right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I'm being honest, man. I'm spitting these facts for you, man. You know? D Nizzle says Tank was 21 and it was his first championship. Lomo lost his fight. His title fight. You meant to say his first title fight, D Nizzle? Yeah, actually, Gervonta Davis was 22 when he fought Jose Pedraza. Okay, he was 22 years old, dude. But that's so young. That's so young. You know, Lomachenko is 30 years old and went the distance with Jose Pedraza. Gervonta Davis was 22 years old, only 16 fights. He had pretty good amateur experience, but nowhere near the type of amateur experience or Olympic pedigree that Vasyl Lomachenko has. You know, Gervonta Davis has good head movement. Okay, pretty good. You know, he can work on his footwork. You know. But he has really good head movement, and he's got two cannons. Okay? Now, if you can dodge those two cannons for 12 rounds in that small ass division, holla at me. Because his KO ratio is it's not tapped. It's not, it's not made up. It's not one of these. You look at Wilder's resume and you're like, oh, what's all these guys he's fighting? You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis has some names on his resume already has names, and he's stopping them. You know, some of those names Gervonta Davis is stopping are good names, ex-world champions, current world champions. Like Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza got knocked out by Gervonta Davis and went up a whole division and won a belt in another division. You know, won a whole belt in a whole other division. You know, Ohio Runs Boxing says, what's good? Y'all just woke up from a nap. What's up, Ohio Runs Boxing? Wake up, dude. It's game time, baby. You know that. It's game time, baby. You know that. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, man. Show some love and hit that like button. Let's read the chat a little bit. Armando says Nicholas Walters hits hard too, but he couldn't hit Lomo. First of all, he couldn't hit Lomo. I thought Walters was gonna beat him. But damn, did he get embarrassed? Yeah, he did get embarrassed. Boxing Counter Elite, what's up? He says, what's up, Corey Lee? Dogbo got beat like a clown, and I said that, okay? I was one of the only ones in the whole chat. Now, you can go back. I went live, okay? I went live, so I can't make this shit up. I went live. I mean, hold me accountable. I was one of the first guys in the chat that after seeing this Nervetes guy, that Dogbo fought last night, I say he gonna have a long night with this guy if he cannot get into that range, okay? Because Nervetes had a good range, you know. He was a long, lengthy fighter. I call him the junior Gervonta Ramirez, you know, at 168. You know, this is a junior, you know, Gervonta Ramirez. Looks like him, kind of fights like him a little bit, and he outworked Dogbo, you know, with jabs, out power shotted him with power punches. He did look sloppy now, okay? But he's from Mexico City. He's got tremendous footwork to be a Mexican fighter. And that's not a knock on Mexican fighters. But you know, a lot of you Mexican fighters come in there with your head first and ask questions later. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But this guy, Nervetes, has really good stamina for one. For one, that's stamina, you guys. Okay? Yeah, we made a couple jokes like he's on that hyena and all this, but he has good stamina, okay? In the 12th round, he was going like he was in the first round. His conditioning was great, awesome conditioning, Now, will they feed him to the wolves now, or will they possibly give him an immediate rematch with Dogbo? Probably. He's from Mexico City, man. These type of things almost never happen to guys, especially guys with one loss. He had a loss going into this into this fight, man. But I didn't like took Dogbo 4 to 5 rounds to even get back from the concussion type of, I think it was a right hook he got hit with. And I mean, the way he got hit with that right hook was just wow. It was just like, wow, you guys. So, I'm just like, I was really, really impressed, man. I was really, really impressed. I was really, really impressed. Smash the hell out that like button, you guys, and subscribe. I think Nervantes could definitely do good in that division. He's a really big fighter. Yeah, man. Ronald Finkley, what's good, man? Unbiased Biased Boxing Talk says Walters didn't have the same power as Tank. Nowhere near. Legendary Topcat says, peace, Corey Lee. Peace to the chat. Armand, that's talking to him. Ronald Finkley says, Dogbo is looking like the state puff man. Legendary Topcat says, Ronald Finkley, salute. Erwin Hearn says, Father Time is undefeated. I like Lomo a lot, but outside of the 11th round last night, Pedraza was hanging in the fight before Lomo got dropped. Before Lomo dropped him, you mean? Unbiased Biased Boxing Talk says Walters knocked out a guy fighting at 118 pounds today. He's back? I didn't even know he was back. He's fighting on a Sunday? What is he doing? Armando says Nervantes has an ugly, sloppy style. I don't know how Dogbo lost to him, but that sloppy style works for him, though. He was playing tag with Isaac. I'm going to tell you right now, Nervantes has heart. Not only does Nervantes have heart, okay? He lost that one fight early in his career, and it was a 2 undefeated fighter, okay? He was fighting pro debuts, and I think in his 5th fight, he finally stepped up to a guy that was 4-0, and I guess he wasn't ready for it, and he lost. He lost on a unanimous decision, I believe. He didn't get knocked out. He lost on a unanimous decision. But after that, the Nervantes guy, he went on a 21-fight winning streak, okay? A lot of those wins came by way of knockout, okay? Not TKO, KO, okay? So that shows me right there that he has power in that division. And not only does he have power in that division, that shows me right there that he has confidence. And confidence overrules everything. If you got good confidence about yourself in boxing, that goes a hell of a long way, because a lot of fighters get beat before they even get in the ring. And these are facts, I'm telling you. These are hardcore facts, okay? Not only that, when you're thinking about something like this in the world of boxing, your mind plays tricks on you sometimes, okay? Thinking you could do something you can't, okay? Isaac Dogbo is a shorter fighter. He may be 5'3", maybe, okay? I think they got him listed at like 5'5". There's no way in hell. There is no way in hell that little boy, that little man is 5'5". There's no way. I'm sorry, there's no way. Not only is he a short fighter, he was trying way too hard for these power shots last night, okay? He was playing catch up because he knew he was down on the scorecards early. Nervantes came into the first round. I believe he won, he was a close first round, whatever. But after the first round, you guys, the Nervantes guys from Mexico City, okay? And I told you, Mexicans with a cowboy hat on, man, you need to watch out for those type of guys, okay? Shout out to Narcos, man. I'm a Narcos fan, man. But man, they came in there. They were ready. You know, the trainers was ready. Good cornermen. They were training him pretty good. Obviously, has a sloppy style, but he's only like 22 or 23. Probably little to no amateur experience. I mean, I'm not sure about the amateur. They didn't say anything about him on the amateur, circuit. And one judge had it 115 to 113. That showed me right there that if Dogbo had anything in him, okay, he would have made that a lot closer fight, okay? If he would have made it just a little bit closer, okay, and won some of those wide-ass rounds or made it a little closer, because some of these rounds were just night and day. I mean, it was all Nivetes. Dogbo had nothing. I mean, the referee literally almost stopped the fight in about 2 or 3 of them rounds, okay? Late rounds, okay? You know, I'm talking about the 10th, 11th, and 12th. The referee had all eyes on Dogbo. All eyes, you know? And it's one of those type of situations, you guys, man, where these fighters, man, they become champions, man, and they get lackadaisical. You know, they get comfortable. You know, they get comfortable, you know? The worst thing you can do as a champion is get comfortable, because they're coming at your neck. And it's game time if you're not ready. Believe that, okay? These are facts that I'm telling you, okay? I didn't just make this up, okay? I haven't been in the sport 15 years, you know, just to tell you anything, okay? If you're not ready and you're a champion, you will get dethroned very quick. We seen that last night, okay? And that goes for Lomo too. You know, I think Lomo maybe has 1 or 2 years left, good years left. And I'm stretching on that one. So whatever top ranking, God bless Bob Arum. His birthday was yesterday or this weekend or something. You know, happy birthday to Bob Arum. But whatever you have planned for Lomachenko, please make whatever good fights you can make them now. Make them now. Because if you wait to fight Gervonta Davis in about 1.5 years, 2 years from now, it's going to be stretch season, volume 70. And I promise you on that. Okay, I promise you on that. Let me go to the chat, you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. You know, and subscribe. You know, definitely subscribe. Let me go to these chats. Smash that like button and subscribe. Actual Fact says, salute to my bro Corey and the whole chat. Vinny says Fury wants the rematch smoke. Yeah. Actual Fact says Dogbo fought a light welterweight last night. I don't care who he fought, but he lost convincingly. Vinny says Mikey got to sit in the barber's chair and catch a fade with Lomo. He's got bigger problems in front of his face. He's got, a guy named Errol Spence Jr. That possibly or arguably is the best welterweight in the division right now. And Mikey Garcia is going for the best welterweight right now. And he's a lightweight, okay? Coming from featherweight. Mikey Garcia is coming from featherweight, you guys, just a couple years ago. And he's facing the #1 welterweight in the world right now. I know a lot of you Terrence Crawford fans are going to be like, Corey, hold up. Errol Spence is not the top welterweight. I guarantee you right now, if you put Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford in the ring right now, I guarantee you Errol Spence will walk him down and destroy that dude. Too big, in my opinion. You know, too big, too strong, you know. You know, but smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And we in here, man. You know, we in here. All right, here we go, you guys. Let me read this chat, man. Boxing Count Elite says the Dogbo fight reminded me of the Lomo versus Rigondeaux fight. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys that Lomachenko beat Rigondeaux. I didn't even bring that up. I ain't even bring that up. I ain't even bring that up. I pretty much just, didn't even bring that up. I didn't even, that wasn't even, something that I was going to bring up. I just, left that, in the cut. Christian Kid Kat says that ain't a guarantee though, Corey. What's not a guarantee? Evil Green says Corey's always on grind mode. You better bet it. The best YouTube channel, bar none, and definitely the best live commentary, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that way. I mean, but thank you guys for your support, man. You guys have so much support for me, man, and I really, really appreciate that, man. You guys do not know how much I appreciate you guys' support. I've definitely been on grind mode the last, 2 to 3 days, man, and pretty much the last couple weeks, man. I've been, upping and upping and upping and upping it. And thank you guys. And thank you guys so much for you guys' donations, for the Venmo, the PayPal, and the Super Chat, man. Thank you so much, you guys. Like I said, yesterday I went over 7.5 hours of live streams total, okay? If you guys follow me on Instagram at Corey Lee's Boxing, you guys, the one and only. The Red says Lomo beats Tank, but Mikey beats Lomo. Okay, well, let's assess the Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis, you guys. Let's assess right now Gervonta Tank Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko, okay? First off, we're gonna go with we're gonna go with who has the better, head movement, who has the better head movement in that, who has the better movement, in that situation with Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko, you guys. Right now, I'm gonna go with Lomachenko having a better movement, all around movement, like agility. I'm gonna go with Lomachenko. In that category, you got to give it to Lomachenko. He has really, really good footwork. He has decent head movement. I think his head movement can be a lot better. Like I said, head movement, if Lomachenko had better head movement, you guys, he wouldn't have been getting touched up that much as he was getting touched up last night, okay? And his footwork, could have been worked on a little bit better, but I still think it's a little bit better than Gervonta Davis. So I will give him that nod in the movement category, how he moves, his footwork, his head movement, and things like that, you guys. So you got to get a nod to Lomachenko in that nod. Okay, and another category we can go on is we can go with stamina. We can go with stamina. Let's go with stamina, you guys. Who has the better stamina between Gervonta Tank Davis and Vasyl Lomachenko? Okay. My personal opinion is right now in their careers, right now, I'm going to go with Gervonta Davis with stamina. Okay. He's younger. He hasn't been in a whole lot of wars. And not only has he not been in any wars, he hasn't had a whole bunch of training camps like, Lomachenko does. That starts to wear on your body, that starts to wear on your body, you guys. That starts to wear on your body. So I'm going to have to get the stamina edge to Vasyl Lomachenko, to Tank Davis. Vasyl Lomachenko lost that one, okay, with the stamina, okay? I did give him movement. I gave him the edge, and that's so it's 1-1 right now. It's 1-1 right now. So, the next thing is we're gonna put up there is we're gonna put your mental state, your boxing knowledge, how you think in a ring, how you conduct yourself, and how you do the things that you want to do with your head, with your mind, because the mind is a very, very deadly weapon in the ring. Okay. Ask Andre Ward that, and, ask Tyson Fury that, when he's on his shit, we're going to get into the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2, the rematch. And we need to get into Usyk versus Joshua right after this, you guys. So the mental game, Vasyl Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis, I will have to get that to Vasyl Lomachenko because he's been in, Olympic. He's been, he's had so many different he's seen all styles. Okay. So no style that Lomachenko sees will, you know, what he will be ready for it. You know, now will his body do what he wants him? What his at the time, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, will his body do what, you know, his mind is telling him to do? Only Father Time can tell you that, and that waits on no man. And I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm being honest with you guys. Okay, so the mental game, I will give that to Vasyl Lomachenko, you guys. Okay, the mental game will go to Vasyl Lomachenko. All right. Okay, so it's 2-1 right now. Okay. All right. Now, in the strength category, okay, in the power category, okay, based on what we seen last night and the body of work that Vasyl Lomachenko has shown us, you guys, in the power department, where would you guys think that you should put Vasyl Lomachenko? Do you think you should put him ahead of you know, Gervonta Davis in the power department, being that he's in a higher weight division, you know, 5 more pounds, or do you feel like he should be beneath Gervonta Davis in the power department? Okay, my personal opinion is I think that Gervonta Davis has shown time and time again that he's a ruthless and a brutal and a thudding power puncher. Okay, and what I mean by thudding is when he hits you, you feel it and the arena feels it. Okay, he's a very, very, very powerful puncher. Okay, I'll give that nod to Gervonta Davis in the power department, you guys. All right. Fights in hands. Tank ain't fighting nobody. The red says Tank ain't fighting nobody. Oh yeah, he's just he was just 22 and he knocked out Jose Pedraza, you know, in 7 rounds. He just knocked him. He cold cocked the living shit out of him. Stretch season volume 70. When he was 22, you guys, okay, 16-0, 22, never been to the Olympics like Vasyl Lomachenko, never did half of the things Lomachenko has done, okay? Lomachenko went the distance with Jose Pedraza, okay, and looked ugly in a couple of those rounds. Was losing. I had a draw at, you know, at going into the 9th round. A lot of people in the chat, and me included, had it a draw, okay, going into the 9th round, okay? Gervonta Davis was winning rounds, okay, in that fight against Jose Pedraza before he knocked him out and brutally, viciously knocked him out at only the tender age of 22. Not even getting his manpower yet, okay? He's 24 now, okay? So he's got more. His mental game is a lot better, okay? The physicality of him is a lot better. And I truly think that his movements and stuff like that will only get better, you know? So for you to say that Tank Davis hasn't fought anybody, you know, that's borderline trolling, dude. You know, that's borderline trolling. The red in the chat says Tank ain't fought nobody with his hands up, you know? If you say if Tank Davis hasn't fought anybody, elaborate. You know, elaborate on that a little bit for me. You know, if you say he hasn't fought anybody. You know, I would love to see what you got to say about that. Boxing Counter Elite said, Christian Gearcraft says, Tank does know how to back up, spread his punching range, and unload. Tank is a different animal if he can get more fights in and he stays dedicated. Yeah, he's got Al Heyman and Mayweather Promotions, man. They gotta get this guy busy, man. He wants 3 to 4 fights a year. He's asking for that. They're not giving it to him, okay? The PBC and Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather Promotions is not giving Gervonta Davis what he wants. He wants 3 to 4 fights a year. They're not giving it to him. You know? They're saying you're gonna fight Abner Mars, but you're gonna fight Abner Mars on our time when we're ready. So you just stay ready, get ready, whatever you got to do. And until that fight happens, just, train, go to strip club, whatever, you know what I mean? Just stay out of trouble, But, for a young fighter like that, dude, he lives off of fight, what is the date? When do I fight next? He's got so many distractions, man. This dude is in Baltimore. The mean streets of Baltimore, friends in the streets still, Get that man a date, man, and don't be late. Give Tank Davis a date and don't be late. God damn it. You know. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Says the Red says, bruh, that dude is trash. Stop it. And Tank only fights Mexicans with no defense. Oh my god, dude. All right, man. You know, if you think he only fights Mexicans fighters with no defense, maybe you need to check his resume a little bit. Jose Pedraza wasn't Mexican with no defense. I mean, that just sticks out right there. He's not a Mexican fighter. You know? And if you try to call him a Mexican fighter, he'll get highly, irritated with you by saying it. You know, Puerto Rican fighters and Mexican fighters are two totally different fighters, you know. But you say you know boxing, so you should know that by now, you know. Their styles are completely different, you know. The Red says, Lomo a hot job too. Chill, Corey. Laugh out loud. I sub too. All right, good sub, man. But, you know, you chill. You chill. Shit. Fred Thomas says, Lomo don't like it to the body. Trust and believe. Tank see this plus Tank is nasty to the body. Tank Davis probably stops Lomo in 9. You think so? Hey, that could possibly happen, Fred Thomas. You know, that could possibly happen, you know. But Red in the chat says, you know, he's saying that Tank Davis ain't fought nobody, and he's saying Lomachenko ain't fought nobody. So, Red, since you're saying all these fighters, you know, that we're talking about right now hasn't fought anybody, you know, who's your fighter that's fought somebody? Who, Terrence Crawford? Who you gonna say, Terrence Crawford? Who you gonna say, man? Who you got, Red? Since you saying all these fighters haven't fought anybody, you saying Lomo a hype job too. Chill, Corey. Hey, come on, man. Boxing Counter at least says Gervonta got more power, but Lomo got respectable power. Yeah, he keeps you honest. And that, you know, that's power that you need to watch out for. And that's what I feel about Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia has respectable power where he got to keep you honest. You know, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. You got to keep you honest, you guys. Smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's move to the heavyweight division, you guys. All right. So Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury is a fight. Part 2. Okay. Is a fight that's definitely getting that they're in the small beginnings of of talking about a rematch, and they're in negotiations right now, from what I'm hearing. Deontay Wilder has just posted on his Instagram that he pretty much he says this, you guys, okay? And I'm gonna let you guys take from this what you may, you know. Smash the hell out of that like button and subscribe, you guys. This is Corey Lee Boxing. And like I said, you know what time it is. Man, why is my phone acting so crazy? Come on, man. Load up. All right, here we go, you guys. Okay, Bronze Bomber says, it's deeper than what the eye can see. The rematch, with exclamation mark, says, will reveal all secrets. And he put this on his Instagram, you guys. He put that on his Instagram 1 day ago. Okay. So Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is looking like it's going to go down again, you guys. Okay. It's going down again from what I'm hearing. Okay. With all signs point to a rematch. Okay. He says hashtag bomb squad, hashtag subliminal messages, hashtag stay woke. Okay. Okay. So, you know, and he says that Deontay Wilder also says that the count was over in the first fight. He says that the count was more than a 10-second count. What do you guys say about the count? Do you guys think that last knockdown in that 12th and final round, do you guys think that the referee dropped the ball on that one? And what do you guys think about that? Okay, here we got going on here? Loses belts on scale. Yeah, man. So smash that like button and subscribe. Wilder versus Deontay Wilder will be going down again, you guys. I'm gonna probably say maybe March, April-ish. Being that I believe Tyson Fury might have had a slight injury. I know Deontay Wilder had an injury. He said he broke his arm. Deontay Wilder went on record to say he broke his arm in training camp leading up to the Tyson Fury showdown, okay? December 1st, okay? Deontay Wilder said he broke his arm, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, what do you guys have to say to that? Do you guys agree to that? Do you guys believe Deontay Wilder? Do you guys believe that he broke his arm? Let me read these chats, you guys. Shout out to the chat room. TJ Wilkins says, hashtag Fury going to sleep. You think so, bro? Hey, man, might happen, dog. You never know. You never know. Let me read the chat. What the chat got to say? What the chat got to say? Oh, my friend just texted me how y'all beat the Patriots, yo. You already know. Kid Christian Gridcast says, I meant compare it to other champions' resume from any weight class. Chase Athletics says, if Wilder has any sense, he has to stay away from Fury, okay? His stock has gone down. Wow. Do you guys agree with Chase Athletics? He says if Wilder has any sense, if Deontay Wilder has any sense, he will stay away from Tyson Fury. His stock has went down tremendously. Do you guys agree with that? What do you guys got to say to that? What do you guys have to say to that? Not only what do you guys have to say to that, do you guys agree that Deontay Wilder could win that rematch by knockout? Or do you think it'll be a lot closer than what a lot of people think? The Red says Wilder won that. The ref even said he gave him extra time because a spirit. Shake my head. Boxing Counter Elite says Wilder versus Fury is a question mark. Wilder has had so many injuries over the past few years. I don't think he has long in boxing. He basically fights with a broke arm and hand. His last championship defenses. So you're saying that Deontay Wilder's fought with a broken hand and a broken arm in all of his last title defenses? You said, in his last championship defenses. So that you're not putting a number on that. How long has his arm been broke for numerous fights? Because he said he just broke his arm in training camp. Now you're saying that his arm, you're saying he basically fights with a broke arm and hand. His last championship defense is plural, more than one. Explain that, Boxing Counter Elite. You're not a casual boxing fan. Explain that, Boxing Counter Elite. Kitchen Kid Crash says nonsense. That ref's paid for. Can't trust anything he says. Watch the film. What? Theory's proof, I guess. There's the proof. Wasn't no damn long count. Nonsense. Oh, okay. Richie Rich says, remember I told you about the bicep injury? He probably too scared to go hard in training camp. Yeah, they said he stopped training, stopped sparring. I think, what was it? 3-4 weeks left in camp, or 5 weeks left in camp? He stopped sparring. That's Hey, man, that's hey. The Red says, "Hell no, Wilder beat Fury, fool, and he can knock out anyone." All right. TJ Wilkins says Wilder and Fury gonna make even more money for their second fight. So no, their stock isn't on the up. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. You know, a lot of people thought that Deontay Wilder was going, beat, quote unquote, Floyd Mayweather's record and stay undefeated, his whole, pretty much his whole career, or, beat the record, you know. Not only do I think Deontay Wilder will not stay undefeated, I think Deontay Wilder will finally, bite the bullet. He'll I think he'll eventually get knocked out. I don't want him to get knocked out. I like watching Deontay Wilder. He's my favorite heavyweight. But Father Time waits on no man. And like you guys say, the injuries keep adding up, I don't want to keep believing, this guy or that guy, or what this YouTube channel says, or what this YouTube channel says. This is what Corey Lee Boxing says. Father Time waits for no man. Wilder's like 33 years old, and he's having all these injuries. Bicep tears, broken arms, broken hands, okay? Every single fight is something new he's injuring, okay? You never know, dude. Next fight, they all might add up, to some shit, But credit to Deontay Wilder. He's fought through, he's persevered, and he's proved a lot of naysayers wrong. They're saying his style was too sloppy. They're saying he doesn't, have a good boxing pedigree. They're saying he doesn't have high skill level in boxing. Has a lot of haters. Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward. You have a lot of former and present fighters that do not like watching Deontay Wilder fight or pick against him when he does fight. These are facts. Okay? I'm not making this shit up. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, you guys, man, there's a lot that needs to go into this, man, So I really think that Deontay Wilder, can and will, do great things, but his time is numbered. I mean, his time is limited, How many years does Deontay Wilder really have left, to fight at this high level? My personal opinion is maybe 2, maybe 3 years, maybe. He's 33 right now, He keeps his head on his, keep his head clear of all the bullshit and all the politics and stuff like that, and doesn't let his stress level get real high, and keeps it even keel. I think he'll do good. I think he'll last long. I think he'll not long, but I think he'll last at least another 2 to 3 years. But I think when Deontay Wilder finally realizes, I hope Deontay Wilder knows when it's his time. That's one thing that I hope about Deontay Wilder. I don't want to see Deontay Wilder get viciously knocked out, which I think is gonna happen anyways, man, because his stardom is getting higher and higher, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say he beats Tyson Fury. Let's just say he beats Anthony Joshua. Okay? Then what? You got these young animals that are coming up, man. And, they're not waiting on no man. You got the guy, Philip Hiroko. He knocked out Amir Mansour, and he's on the rise. He's going up. You got guys like that are getting rushed through. You got guys like Joe Joyce coming up. You got guys like, Luis Ortiz, still in the heavyweight mix, which is, he's older than Deontay Wilder, but he's still in the mix. You got Alexander Usyk, you got a list of other fighters. You got Tony Yoka, Olympic gold medalist, a heavyweight. You got a bunch of fighters, So with that being said, will somebody actually dethrone or, catch Deontay Wilder at the right time in his career? Possibly. Do I think it'll be a Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua? That is yet to be determined. I think if he fights Anthony Joshua next, he knocks him out. My personal opinion. I think if Deontay Wilder fights Anthony Joshua next, he knocks him out. Cold cock status. We Degree says, talking about Wilder, man, AJ will fold that bitch like a used deck chair. Hey, man, that's what you think, man. I think Anthony Joshua will get folded up. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. All right. Remember that. Ronald Phoenix says Tyson was really asleep, Corey Lee boxing. His eyes was open. Ref said 5. He breathed a sigh out and got up. Damn, that's gangster. I know, man. He was out cold. Like literally. How do you... I cannot fathom how Tyson Fury got up from that knockout, man. I cannot fathom that shit, man. I cannot fathom that shit, man. I cannot fathom that shit, you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Wingy Simmons says, did you go and check out Sky Sports UK for yourself? I told you Fury was back in training already for the Wilder rematch. And the reporter asked him, what was he doing in training so soon? Wingy Simmons, I'm gonna have to check it out. You got a link for it? Wingy Simmons. Put the link in the chat right now, and I'll go check it out for you, Wingy Simmons. What's up, Wingy Simmons? Shout out to Wingy Simmons. Go put the link in the description. Link in the chat, and I'll go check it out for you guys. Ronald Fingley says, that's right. Hand was the sleeping pill, and that left was the wake him up. Who put that on there, yo? That shit was funny as hell, yo. Oh, Ronald Fingley put that on there, yo. You funny, dog. You funny as shit, dog. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, man. I think stylistically, man, Deontay Wilder, definitely, I think Tyson Fury has more skill than Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder is very good at using what he has. Straight up, straight up, If you're good at using what you have and the skills that you do have, it's a little too late to be, trying to teach an old dog, per se, new tricks. It's kind of hard to do that. The guy's 33 years old, trying to implement new, a new style to Deontay Wilder right now would be crazy. It would be fucking absurd. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So switching trainers and all that shit with people, I hear people saying, whispering, he needs a new trainer, and all this and that. No, he doesn't. Obviously what he's done so far, he's done good doing it. I truly think that Deontay Wilder, he's gonna be in for a tough fight, man, in that rematch against Tyson Fury. If what Wingy Simmons is saying is true, that Tyson Fury is already in training camp, training for the rematch already. Oh wow, man. Deontay Wilder's gonna have he better bring his lunch, breakfast, dinner, and please bring appetizers. Because if Tyson Fury is training already after those brutal knockdowns, that's absurd within itself. That's absurd if he's training already. Wingy Simmons did not show us any link yet, so like I said, man, I don't know if he's joking or what, man. Ronald Finger says, talk that talk, Corey Lee boxing. I believe that trainer removal is Holly weird shit. Yeah, man, people saying that he needs to change trainers, and he's not been, he's not as good, his trainers, Deontay Wilder with new trainers will be a hell of a lot better, all this and all that, dude. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. That's bullshit, dude. Straight up. Deontay Wilder is 33 years old. Excuse my language. What the fuck are you going to teach him now? Come on, man. Some of you guys be saying some of the most bogus shit. Like, I mean, it's crazy that you guys can say this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder needs a new trainer right now. Are you kidding me? Like, dude, whatever he has so far has worked. He's beaten Olympic gold medalist in Luis Ortiz. I think I think he was an Olympic gold medalist. I mean, he's beat different styles, Olympic level styles. Okay? He has a draw with Tyson Fury. You know, a lot of people think he lost that fight. Some think he won that fight. I personally think it was a draw. You know, I think that fight was a draw. As soon as that fight was over, before they did any interviewing, before they read out the scorecards or anything, the instant thought that came to my head on who won the fight, I just knew in my mind, in my heart, it was a draw. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And I'm not even picking sides. I'm not even biased to Wilder or Fury. Mind you, a lot of people on here that really been tuning in from Corley Boxing since the beginning will tell you, you know, that I was one of the first guys that said Tyson Fury would beat Deontay Wilder if he came back. I said this. I went on a ledge and said this. You know how much criticism I got for that shit? Motherfuckers was unsubscribing left and right. You know? Because I had Wilder fanboys that subscribed to my channel. You know? And they didn't want to hear that. You know? Tyson Fury is a great fighter, man. Give that man some credit, man. Ah, damn, man. Be so damn biased against somebody, man. The Red says it's too late. He almost 35. What y'all talking about in the chat, man? You guys be cracking me up sometimes, man. Combo Breaker 99 says he's good, not great. I think he's great. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think Tyson Fury is a great fighter, straight up. I think he's a great fighter. You know, there's no. When I think of Tyson Fury, do you think of good or do you think of great? I think of great. I think of greatness. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to one. This is my channel. You know, I think he's a great fighter. I think Tyson Fury is a great fighter, straight up. You know, I don't have to think about it. You know, it's just like when you think of Tyson, when somebody says Tyson Fury and they say good or great, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Great. You know? You don't have heavyweights like Tyson Fury in this era, man. He's a very, very unique fighter. A lot of you guys can't even comprehend what I'm saying right now. You know? Erwin Hearn says, agree, Corey Lee. Fury is a great fighter. I mean, I'm just being real, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. That's my opinion, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder was a draw, and that's how I feel too. You know, these are things that I feel. You know, but you know, getting to the last point that I want to make today, you guys. There's been a lot of rumblings about a Usyk Joshua fight happening in April. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down for you guys real quick. Obviously, if you've been under a rock lately or you haven't been watching boxing lately, Alexander Usyk has been lighting it up in across the pond in the UK market. I mean, he's just been on fire. Okay, he's got all the belts at cruiserweight. He's got the WBO, the IBF, the WBC, and the WBA strap. Okay, so he's the unified champion. He's, you know, he's a lot of fans' number one pound for pound fighter in the entire world. If you're not under the ESPN banner and you're not riding the coattails of either of Terrence Crawford or either of a Lomachenko, you know, those are what would you call it? Those are it's political, you know. It gets a little higher, you know, like when you're talking about these two guys, Terrence Crawford, and you're talking about you know, Lomachenko. First of all, if you're putting Lomachenko number one, Do we not have to take? Do we just look past his one loss? Do we just forget about it? Okay, that he's lost to a guy that had 13 losses. Okay, yeah, it might have been his second pro fight. Who cares? He did that. Okay, but when you're talking about pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, you have to take into accountability that Lomachenko has a loss. It's not going any goddamn where. Okay? He's got a loss for a reason. He got outworked and he got outmuscled, in that fight. Body attack slowed him down tremendously. Okay? Joe Lopez says Usyk for fighter of the year. Hey, man, salute, man. Richie Rich says Teofimo Lopez will KO Loma easy. Teofimo Lopez is a really good fighter, man. Teofimo Lopez is possibly the goods, I like what I see out of Teofimo Lopez. He knocked him out. He starched the hell out of, Mason Bernard, possible knockout of the year candidate. But, back to Usyk. I truly think that Usyk is a special fighter. His foot, all the way down to his footwork, the way he fights, the way he moves, just everything all bottled up into one fighter makes him a special fighter. And that's another fighter when I talk about, is he a good fighter or is he a great fighter? The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Alexander Usyk and somebody says good or great, I think of great instantly, simultaneously. Greatness, baby. He's just, hey, man, I think he's great, man, But Usyk versus Joshua would be a really, really good fight. I think that, Joshua is a very, very talented fighter as well. I'm not taking anything from Anthony Joshua. I would rather see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in April. We know that's not going to happen. If we're telling the truth and we're all, being, if we're all having a brain and we're using it, I don't see that fight happening. I don't even see that fight happening in 2019. I don't see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight happening even in 2019. Okay? I'm just being honest. Now, do I want that? I wanted that fight to happen in 2017. But do I see that? Do I see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight happening in 2019? No. The first thing that comes to my mind is no. You know why I say no? Because you got Eddie Hearn, you got DAZN, and you got about $20 to $30 million in the way. Because Anthony Joshua can fight Joe Schmo for $20 million. Guaranteed. This is guaranteed money. I'm just being a realist, Now, does your reputation take a hit after, if you still don't fight Deontay Wilder by 2019? Yes. Does his bank account take a hit? Hell no. Hell no. He's still going to be good, But if you wait that long, Deontay Wilder's rise is just going to keep climbing, Deontay Wilder's legacy and his resume is on the incline, not the decline. I think that Anthony Joshua's level of stardom, and popularity has hit a wall, right now. I think a lot of fans are, really, starting to really, wonder why this fight has not happened yet. Why is Anthony Joshua ready to fight a cruiserweight? And what I say to that is, I truly think that cruiserweight will beat Anthony Joshua. I think Alexander Usyk, the Olympic heavyweight, okay, not light heavyweight, not cruiserweight, the Olympic heavyweight gold medalist and the IBF, WBC, WBA, and WBO world champ, unified, you know, and undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, I think he has far more skill than Anthony Joshua, and I think he's just better than Anthony Joshua all the way around. A lot of people in the UK has said that they don't even think that Anthony Joshua won that gold medal. That was a big, you know, there was a big media, you know, I mean, everybody was in disarray when he won that gold medal because they thought the other guy won, you know. So, or it might have been in his silver round or whatever. But you know, anyways, him winning that gold medal is a lot of speculation that he did not win that. He did not win that gold medal. Okay, Usyk won that gold medal out and out. You know, they knew he was. You know, I believe he got an award too, or him or Lomachenko got an award in the Olympics for being like the best fighter or you know the best athlete or something in the Olympics, but. Alexander Usyk has very, very good head movement. Has a slick, you know, in and out style. Does not like to get hit a lot. And brings it. You know, he brings it. We seen that in the Tony Bellew fight. He brings it. You know, so you know, I really think that Alexander Usyk, you know, I really think he will dethrone Anthony Joshua. I think he'll fuck up the Anthony Joshua and Wilder sweepstakes. I think that's the wrong move to make if you're Eddie Hearn. But if you're Alexander Usyk's team, that's the right move to take. You know, who gives a fuck about a tune-up? I would probably rather see Alexander Usyk fight a top 5, top 10 heavyweight first, then fight Anthony Joshua. But if he does that, that only moves Usyk winning a world title even further back. You know what I mean? You know, because we know that Anthony Joshua is only fighting twice a year now. We know that. That's in black and white. Anthony Joshua has 2 dates. September, I believe. Yeah, September and April. With no equivocations. That's what it is. So for him having only 2 dates, you know, you can only get 2 fighters a year. You know? If Usyk doesn't fight him in April, he fights Dillian White or Chisora. Who wants to see that bullshit? Not me. I think his stock's going to drop if he fights one of those guys. And I'm being honest because I think Chisora beat Dillian White the first time. So that doesn't even say a whole lot about, you know, Dillian White being this, you know, quote unquote, you know, second in charge and all of this shit, and, you know, being a really, really good fighter. Like, no, dude. He's basic up and down. He doesn't do anything special. You know, he's got a, you know, suspect chin. And, you know, I truly think that, you know, Anthony Joshua would knock his ass out the second time. Again. Again. You know, so smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. And this is Corey Lee Boxing, baby. You already know. Yeah, so Usyk is on the rise, man. Junior in the chat says people are sleeping on Teofimo Lopez. I'm not. I know he's good. I know for a fact he's good. I'm not sleeping on him at all. I think he's really good. Chase Athletics says they're called mandatories. Chase Athletics says Wilder lost or went the distance with a man who came off of drug abuse. What do you mean this talk is going up? Explain. Man, what are y'all talking about? Chase Athletics says he just beat Lucas Brown. Who was undefeated, and Joseph Parker back to back. Hasn't lost a fight since his first fight. Who are you talking about, Chase Athletics? You talking about good old Dillian White? Dillian White is trash, dude. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna say he's trash, but I mean, he ain't no world champion. As long as Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua had those 2 straps, Dillian White will never, and I repeat, Dillian White will never be a world champion, okay? Both of those guys, stretch season volume 70, this dude. Easy, okay? Dillian White is not all of this, you know, he's Chase Athletic says, I agree with you, but he is ranked in the top 5 right now. Justifiably so. I'm not disputing he's a top 5 heavyweight. Not at all. I think Dillian White is a top 5 heavyweight. But there's a difference, okay? There's Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, probably all around the same, the same, level of, stuff like that. I think they're all at the same pedestal. There's a first, second, and third place, okay? I'm not naming anybody that's in first, second, or third, but there's 3 spots available at the top, okay? Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua in no specific order. No specific order, okay? And then after those top 3 heavyweights that I just named, there's a significant drop, okay, at heavyweight. Now, if you want to talk about people coming up to heavyweight like Usyk, one of those top 3 is going to have to move the fuck out the way because Usyk is going to make a way for himself, okay? I'm telling you that right now, man. A lot of people are sleeping on Alexander Usyk. Do your research, okay? I've been talking about Usyk for the past 3 years and nobody's been listening. Only but a couple people. Now they're finally listening, man. You know? I damn near started this channel because of Usyk. Because he was in the World Boxing Super Series and I seen nobody was covering it. Nobody in the beginning of that tournament, around that tournament, was discussing that tournament, man. When that tournament first got started, man, nobody was discussing it but me. Go all the way back to my first couple videos, okay? You'll see my first couple videos was Gassiev versus the Tacos and stuff like that, man. Okay? I've been doing this, man. You know, I'm not just one of these YouTube channels that just have, I'm under Mikey Garcia or I'm under Earl Spence or I'm under Deontay Wilder. I'm not one of these fanboy channels that just make videos about them all day long. No, I like the World Boxing Super Series. I like the I believe it's the 118-pound tournament in WBSS. The 140-pound tournament in WBSS, and they got another cruiserweight tournament in WBSS with Meredith Breedis is in that too, and a TMT fighter. What's his name? Tabiti. Tabiti's in there too. So. Hey, man, they're talking about possibly bringing that tournament to heavyweight. I would love it. I would love it, but I think it's too lucrative for the promoters right now to have that tournament at heavyweight right now, Only thing I can see is that tournament, the heavyweight, the lower tier heavyweights like the Dillian Whites and stuff like that, they could all fight for that WBA regular title. That's the only way I can see that because I don't see Anthony Joshua getting into the tournament and I don't see Deontay Wilder getting into that tournament. With that being said, you guys, I really truly think that Chase Athletic says Ortiz and White. He says round it off. He says Usyk is solid, unified, gold medal. He's solid. Yeah, he is, man, and he's gonna be a force at heavyweight. Mark my words. Usyk, when it's all said and done, man, Usyk is gonna be the #1 heavyweight in the entire world, man. I'm being honest with you guys. That's just the way I feel. If you guys feel different, let me know. If you guys really love Deontay Wilder and feel like nobody can beat Deontay Wilder, let me know. If you guys are really head over heels about Anthony Joshua, nobody can beat Anthony Joshua, let me know. My personal opinion is I'm a Usyk supporter. I really like Usyk. I think his style fits really well at heavyweight, and I think he does really good things at heavyweight, But I'm gonna head out, man. I've done a long live stream, you guys. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions, man. I went into a little bit of overtime, you guys. Thank you guys for the thumbs up, man. And yeah, man, we pretty much went for about an hour and a half, man. It's been an awesome show, you guys. The weekend recap. You know, Gervonta Davis, Alexander Usyk versus Joshua, Teofimo Lopez, possible knockout of the year. I think we stretched all topics. And it was an awesome show, man. So, you know, from the bottom of my heart, man, I want to thank you guys. You guys be safe out there until the next time I talk to you guys. And this has been Corey Lee's Boxing, man. And you've definitely, with no equivocations, have been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. All love, man. Later.